Okay, thanks for the time given to me. Now I want reading a narrative text. Before I reading a text, I introduce myself. My full name is Maria Trisnawati. Hello, you can call me Trisna. Hansel and Gretel. Once upon a time, there was once a very poor woodcutter who lived in a forest with his wife and his two children, Hansel and Gretel. One day, their stepmother, for she was not the real mother, told her husband that they ought to abandon that them in the forest, for that way the small amount of food they had left would all be for them. Their father was persuaded and they abandoned the children in the forest. But Hansel, who was very brave, was dropping crumbs of bread along the path, so that they would be able to find their way home. The night they slept, and at dawn they looked for the crumbs of bread, but they did not find any, for the birds had eaten them up. They walked and walked, lost in the immense forest, and in the very deepest part of it, they come upon a pretty little house. They realized that it was made of candy, cakes, and chocolate. They were so hungry that they started to eat the bricks made of chocolate and candy, shoving them in greedily. Is not this nice? But suddenly out of the house come a witch. What's going on here? Who is eating my house? She was a wicked witch who had built the house with sweetmeats to attract the children so that the she could eat them up. That was how Hansel and Gretel fell into the trap laid by the wicked witch, who sewed Hansel up into cake and gave him lots of cake to eat to fatten him up for the pot. She set Gretel to work helping her in the kitchen, but she was intending to eat her up too. Days went by, and when the witch saw the Hansel was not getting any better, she decided to cook him and eat him. The little girl was very frightened when she was the fate that awaited her little brother. The witch prepared the oven for Hansel, but decided she was hungry enough to eat Gretel too. She quizzed Gretel to the open oven and forced her to lean it open in front of it to show if the fire is hot enough. Gretel sensed the witch's intent, pretending she did not understand what she meant. Infuriated, the witch demonstrated, and Gretel instantly shoved the witch into the oven, slammed and bolted the door shut, leaving the ungodly witch to be burned to ashes. The witch screaming in pain until she died. Gretel freed Hansel from the chain, and the pair discovered a vast treasure and precious stones. Putting the jewels into their clothing, the children set off for home. A swarm ferried them across an expanse of water, and at home they find only their father. His wife was died from unknown cause. The father has spent all his day lamented the loss of his children and was delighted to see them safe. And the they all live happily ever after. Okay, see you next time and thank you, Intelligent.